As the months rolled on, the town continued to thrive, transformed by the events of that fateful night. The once quiet streets were now alive with energy, filled with families and friends engaging in community activities. The story of Lily and her friends had become a beacon of hope, inspiring others to confront their own fears and embrace the unknown. They organized regular gatherings at the town square, where residents shared their stories, celebrated their victories, and supported one another in times of struggle. The monster, once a figure of dread, had become a symbol of resilience, a reminder that facing fears could lead to profound personal growth. Lily's blog gained popularity, drawing readers from far and wide. People resonated with her messages about vulnerability and courage, and her words sparked conversations that had long been silenced. She began receiving messages from individuals who had faced their own monsters, be it anxiety, depression, or the pressures of everyday life. Inspired by these stories, Lily decided to host a community workshop, inviting people to share their experiences and learn strategies for overcoming their fears. The idea was met with enthusiasm, and soon, the town hall was filled with eager participants. On the day of the workshop, the atmosphere buzzed with anticipation. Attendees ranged from teenagers to older adults, all united by a common goal: to confront their fears. Lily stood at the front, her heart racing with excitement and nerves. She welcomed everyone, sharing her own story of the monster and how it had changed her life. "We all have our monsters," she began, her voice steady. "But together, we can face them. We can learn from them and grow stronger." As the workshop progressed, participants engaged in various activities designed to help them articulate their fears. They wrote letters to their monsters, expressing their feelings and frustrations. Some shared their letters aloud, while others chose to keep their thoughts private. The room was filled with a mix of laughter and tears, as people connected over their shared struggles. Lily facilitated discussions, encouraging everyone to support one another, fostering an environment of empathy and understanding. One participant, an older woman named Margaret, stood up to share her story. With trembling hands, she recounted her lifelong battle with anxiety, how it had kept her from pursuing her dreams and building meaningful relationships. The room fell silent as she spoke, her vulnerability resonating deeply with everyone present. When she finished, the audience erupted in applause, a wave of support washing over her. "You're not alone," Lily said gently, her eyes meeting Margaret's. "We're all here for you." As the workshop came to a close, participants exchanged contact information, promising to stay connected and support one another. The sense of community that had blossomed was palpable, and Lily felt a surge of hope. She realized that the monster had not only transformed her life, but had also created a ripple effect, inspiring others to confront their fears and seek connection. In the weeks that followed, the workshop became a monthly event, drawing more and more participants each time. The town flourished as people began to share their talents and passions. Local artists painted murals that depicted their interpretations of the monster, showcasing the beauty that could emerge from confronting darkness. Musicians wrote songs inspired by their experiences, and writers shared their stories, creating a tapestry of creativity that celebrated resilience. Meanwhile, Jake, who had always been the brave leader of their group, found himself grappling with his own insecurities. While he had been a source of strength during their encounter with the monster, he struggled to articulate his feelings and often felt overshadowed by Lily's growing influence in the community. One evening, as they sat by the pond where they had faced the creature, Jake opened up to Lily. "I feel like I'm losing my place," he admitted, his voice tinged with vulnerability. "You've become this incredible leader, and I'm not sure where I fit in anymore." Lily listened intently, understanding the weight of his words. "Jake, you've always been a leader," she reassured him. "Your bravery inspired all of us. But it's okay to feel lost sometimes. We're all on our own journeys." They talked late into the night, sharing their fears and aspirations. In that moment, their friendship deepened, and they recognized that they could support one another in their individual quests for growth. As summer approached, the town decided to host a festival, celebrating their transformation. They called it the Festival of Monsters, a tribute to the journey they had all taken together. The event would include art displays, performances, and workshops aimed at promoting mental health awareness and community support. Excitement buzzed through the town as residents prepared for the festival, each contributing their unique talents. On the day of the festival, the town square was adorned with colorful banners and vibrant artwork. The air was filled with laughter and music, creating a festive atmosphere. Lily set up a booth where people could write down their fears and hang them on a fear tree, a symbolic gesture of letting go. As the day unfolded, attendees participated in various activities, from art workshops to storytelling sessions. The sense of unity was palpable, and for many, it was a day of catharsis and celebration. As the sun began to set, the festival culminated in a talent show where residents showcased their skills. Musicians played heartfelt songs, dancers performed with grace, and poets recited powerful verses that spoke to their experiences. When it was Lily's turn to take the stage, she felt a rush of nerves, but also a sense of purpose. She shared her journey, the lessons learned from facing the monster, and the importance of community support. The crowd listened intently, captivated by her words. After her performance, the audience erupted in applause, a wave of appreciation washing over her. In that moment, she realized that the festival had become more than just a celebration. It was a testament to the strength of their community. They had transformed their fears into something beautiful, and together they had created a safe space for healing and growth. As the festival drew to a close, the townspeople gathered around the fear tree, each person taking a moment to reflect on their journey. One by one, they shared their fears aloud, before tearing down their notes and tossing them into a fire, symbolizing their release. The flames danced in the twilight, illuminating their faces as they cheered and celebrated their collective triumphs. That night, as Lily and her friends sat together, watching the stars twinkle above, they felt a profound sense of gratitude. They had faced their monster and emerged stronger, not just as individuals, but as a community. The bond they had forged was unbreakable, and they knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together. In the months that followed, the town continued to thrive, the festival becoming an